Just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we have got to get into this lawsuit that is going on with Austin Mcbroom. This is absolutely insane, especially since Austin was talking to the paparazzi just recently, trying to make it seem like the situation wasn't as crazy as it seems, and the situation isn't on him at all. That's basically what he was saying to the paparazzi when they approached him about the situation. He was putting all the blame on a different company. So in order to kind of break this down for you guys, we need to just start from the very beginning. Austin Mcbroom wanted to start fighting, and he had asked Logan, Jake, and Bryce if they would fight him. Bryce obviously took the bait, and thus began this TikTokers versus YouTuber lineup, and it was all brought to you by Social Gloves. And Social Gloves put on this big fight. They had this fight in Miami, and there were people that were there watching in person, and you could buy the fight online. There was a lot of talk about how many millions were going to be made off of this fight. Bryce was said to be making like $5 million. Austin was making millions of dollars, and they even had a bet in between the two of them that if one of them knocked the other out, one of them would give the other $1 million for the knockout. So money was a big factor. Now, after the fight, it became known that nobody was getting paid. Not a single fighter had seen a single dollar from this fight, and everyone was just kind of like, what the heck? This is like so weird, and this is a little unprofessional. And there were rumors that Austin was the one who owned the company that put this entire event on. And Austin came out to the paparazzi and tried to clarify everything and said that he is suing a company called LiveXLive, and said that they hired bad people to basically run this live stream, and they're withholding money, they're withholding numbers. And now you guys, like, seriously buckle up, because Austin is being sued for $100 million. He's being sued by Taylor Holder, and he's over here acting like a mermaid. Yeah, I said what I said, you guys. I literally can't make this up. The whole thing seems like the biggest joke of a mess that I've ever seen in a long time. Like, I've read lawsuits for you guys before, but this one is messy. And the way Austin has been calling paparazzi on himself to try and defend his character and make it seem like everything is simple and will be okay, and he just wants to focus on the next fight, is honestly laughable. I mean, the way the paparazzi was like, well, what if you don't win the lawsuit? And he was like, nah, man. Like, he was in denial.
What happens if you don't win the lawsuit?
If I don't win the lawsuit, that's not gonna happen. I'm winning the lawsuit because there's several facts.
Yeah.
And those low pay-per-view numbers just don't make any sense.
The Ace family is no stranger to bad business deals, but it's usually their fans getting scammed. But this time is different. He's messing with people that have money and lawyers, and it's not looking good for him whatsoever. There's been so many rumors about lawsuits, his company filed for bankruptcy, them losing their house, that I just want to tell you guys the facts that I do know and that have been reported by lawyers. So Insider came out with this article, and they kind of gave a breakdown that, you know, Austin owns Simply Greatness Productions. I thought it was called Social Gloves. When I was reading this Insider article, they were calling it Simply Greatness Productions, and they hired this company LiveXLive to help co-produce the Social Gloves Battle of the Platforms boxing match. So LiveXLive was going to be the ones to live stream the event, and they were going to handle the people that were going to pay per view of the fight. And now Simply Greatness Productions and LiveXLive have filed lawsuits against each other. So Simply Greatness Productions sued LiveXLive, and then LiveXLive sued Simply Greatness Productions. So Simply Greatness Production, the company that Austin runs, is suing LiveXLive, saying that they breached the contract and because of fraud. And LiveXLive filed a defamation lawsuit against the Mcbrooms and Simply Greatness Production for $100 million as a result of their lawsuit. From what I'm reading, it kind of just seems like nobody is gonna make a single dollar from this fight. Like, it just looks like none of the fighters are going to get paid. That's truly what it seems like. When Austin was talking to the press, he was saying that once they win the lawsuit, then they can pay everyone. But it honestly seems like the event just didn't make that kind of money. what Austin thought the event was going to make, they did not make that money. And it seems like there were a lot of oversold promises and not enough, people that actually wanted to come through and watch it in order to make up for those promises that were made. According to Insider, it says, in the end, the event sold 136,000 subscriptions. And what is so insane about this, you guys, is that Def Noodles actually posted the lawsuit on Instagram. He had the actual hard copies of the filings and he posted them online, and I will show you guys them because the original pitch that Austin made about the numbers that he believed that this fight could do is absolutely insane compared to what they actually did. Now, this is all revealed. What Def Noodles has posted is the Taylor Holder lawsuit. So Taylor Holder suing Austin Mcbroom and Simply Greatness Productions. And it says that he is suing them for breach of contract, breach of the implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing, intentional misrepresentation, negligent misrepresentation, intentional interference with contractual relations, and civil conspiracy. So in the original briefing that Austin used, apparently, allegedly, to pitch to all these YouTubers how much money was going to be made, all the views and everything, it says the largest pay-per-view event in history, Mcbroom vs. Hall. And honestly, you guys, I just really think that Austin thought he was more famous than he was. And he keeps saying, well, the basketball event sold out. The basketball event sold out the Staples Center. We did so many numbers for the basketball event. The basketball event was 2 years ago. That was peak Ace Family time. And basketball event had a ton of YouTubers in it. People are going to ask their parents, hey, can we go? And you know what kids have to do when they go to events? Bring their parents. So obviously there were going to be a lot of bodies there. When we're talking about a boxing event, your fans, your channel is called the Ace Family. Do you think families are going to go and watch you fight Bryce Hall? No. The families are going to go and hold hands and watch you play basketball, but they're not going to hold hands and go watch you fight Bryce Hall. I think that is the thing. You might be famous for something, but that doesn't mean that you can be famous in every single aspect of something that you do. Your followers aren't going to follow you every single way you try to expand your brand. That's literally just how it is. I know that Austin has seen Jake Paul and Logan kind of transform from going from kid content to fighting, but they grew up. They were younger and then they grew up and they made adult content. I mean, Jake started posting with hot girls and he was posting really dangerous content, honestly. Content that Austin can't make because he is a family channel. If Austin started posting that type of stuff in order to diversify his audience, yeah, his audience would change, but you can't do that when you're married and you have kids. You can't be posting the type of stuff that Jake Paul was posting in order to change up his audience. But it seems like Austin really thought that the numbers for everyone were going to follow, and I just think that there's a ton of people that are listed here that nobody wants to see them box. So it seemed like the original plan here was Austin, Bryce, Taylor Holder, Grayson Dolan, Steve Will Do It, Noah Beck, Josh Richards, DOG or Dog, I'm really not sure, you guys, Tanner Fox, Tony Lopez, Deji, and Andreas Lopez. And he even put significant others and their followers on there, which is very interesting to me. And then it says numbers, total reach, 393 million. And then it says projected pay-per-view streams, 10 million. 10 million. He projected the pay-per-view streams to be 10 million. What did they do, guys? What did they say in Insider? 136,000. When you significantly overestimate, there are repercussions. And he's facing those repercussions. And he projected the gross revenue to be $500 million. This is just sad. This is the best part to me. This next page right here. This is hysterical to me. The host was supposed to be Kevin Hart and the national anthem was going to be sung by James Charles. Oh my God. I'm speechless, you guys. I'm speechless. Obviously, that's not what happened. That's not what went down. But here we have event details. This is a whole separate other marketing tactic that I guess he brought around to people to be like, yo, these are the numbers that we're going to do. This one says that they're going to have 702 million total reach views and that there will be estimated pay-per-view purchases of 5 million. and their projected gross is $200 million. And like I said, 136,000 pay-per-views. So they did not do what they said. Now, Austin, when he heard about this, he was saying to the paparazzi that this just doesn't make any sense, that there's people from the UK that have really big audiences. Like, there's just no way that these people with millions of followers did these kinds of numbers.
Do you know what they try to claim? They try to claim that the UK only brought in 5K buys. You're telling me that the biggest creators in the UK, Gib, Deji, even KSI was promoting the fight. You're telling me those 3 biggest creators only sold 5K tickets?
No. You think they were trying to hustle you?
You're telling me
are they hiding
family,
views?
The Ace family, listen, the Ace family alone is one of the strongest fan bases on social media.
I was there.
The Ace family alone can't bring in a couple 100,000
I know, I
buys.
saw it.
It don't make any sense.
And I'm just gonna say it, that not everybody wants to watch a boxing match. Just because I watch your YouTube videos doesn't mean I want to watch you fight. That's kind of just, I think, what it is. That's truly the only thing that I can think about when it comes to why the numbers were not good. And something that was included in the Insider article was the attorney representing LiveX Live, Jeffrey Katz, told Insider that LiveX Live warned Mcbroom and Simply Greatness Production that they would not break 200,000 purchases if they didn't follow through with the marketing strategy they outlined. LiveX Live said, "We are telling you right now that if you do not improve your marketing strategy, you will not break 200,000. Katz told Insider. And they rejected it, sheer and utter hubris on the parts of the Mcbrooms. And in the article, it kind of just says that the LiveX Live lawyer is feeling like Austin thought that his following was going to be enough, that marketing didn't really need to happen. And it's very clear, it's very, very clear, you guys, that they did not come through with the numbers. And this is a big old giant mess of a situation. I really don't think anybody is going to get paid anything from this fight. I don't know how Austin is already talking about social gloves to fight it. Like, it's not going to happen. It's just really not going to happen at all. And this whole thing is extremely embarrassing. So let me know what you guys think about all of this. This is definitely a lot to process. There's a lot of information here, and yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are doing well in your lives, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.